guys, Psycho Anarchy here with a movie review. No, not a movie review. The long-awaited Daredevil Season 2 review. And this is, without a doubt, another triumph of Marvel. You know why? Because it's fucking Daredevil, and they can't do that shit wrong. So guys, we left off in Season 1 with Daredevil finally apprehending the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. And in this one, this is a really smart thing they've done with this specific season. They switched everything around. Instead of there being a main villain, now the only main villain is the consequence of Season 1's actions. Now Daredevil is dealing with this new guy, known as the Punisher. And what's amazing is, right off the bat, Episode 1, they don't have a build-up like in Season 1 where Matt Murdock finally meets the Kingpin. No, Season 2, Episode 1, fucking Matt Murdock and Daredevil, Matt Murdock and Frank Castle, they fight right away. They are beating the fucking shit out of each other. 4 episodes of Punisher heavy fucking... Oh my god, those 4 episodes alone are one of the best, because just John Bernthal as the Punisher and Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock have such beautiful chemistry with one another, where Daredevil is constantly pleading with Punisher, you don't have to kill people. But Punisher's like, it's too late for me, I've already crossed that line, I need to take care of the scum that killed my family in this city. It is so intense because it's so real, it's so fucking in your face, because it just shows how conflicted these two guys are. This just shows their ideology clashing with one another. It is insane. Just, I loved it so much. There's so much good here, because Matt Murdock also has to deal with Elektra, and also has to deal with his dual identity with Matt Murdock, Foggy Nelson constantly covering for him, his new relationship with Karen Page, his relationship with Stick, his never-ending battle with New York. This season was done beautifully. I absolutely loved this season. Granted, for a while I did miss the presence, this overbearing shadow of Kingpin, but he comes back in episode 8, 9, and 10 as very important roles, showing that he is not out of the New York City's landscape just yet. And in all honesty, that was one of the best scenes, when him and Punisher are talking with one another, and they are just fucking beating the shit out of each other just before Punisher gets out. And I absolutely love, I saw this comment where, just like on Facebook, where they're just like, oh, so because Disney owns Marvel, you can't get a rated R Punisher? He's fucking shotgun shooting, stabbing people. You see him slitting their throats, stabbing him in the chest. Like, literally, you see a man's head get blown off by the Punisher. They don't hold back. But one of the most awesome, there's a lot of amazing scenes in this show, in this season, especially with John Bernthal as the Punisher. Because I remember when he was talking about how he came back from the war, how he got to hold his little baby girl for the first time in so long. And then he's like, I'm so happy. And then the next day, he's holding what's left of her. He's holding what is just like, there's nothing left of her. It's just blood, blood, and blood like that. It is sad, and it is emotional. And his relationship, Matt Murdock's relationship with Elektra, was great. How when they were young, she was such an influence on him. She could have been the one for the rest of his life. But sadly, her sadistic, bloody nature just turned him off. Stick, and like him and Stick had such cool like interactions where he's like telling Stick, he's like, I'm never gonna do it your way. I'm never gonna be your soldier. But I also love how close Daredevil always was to going over the edge. How close he was to fucking killing. But Punisher himself said, you should never, ever cross that line. You should never, ever cross that line. Ever. And, sorry guys. And it is quite astounding, the choreography, the fighting scenes. Oh, the extended stairway hallway fight scene is unfucking believable. It was like, oh, that was 2 minutes? Well, guess what? This is 5 minutes now. And everything just fell into place so well. I mean, aside, I think there could have been some pacing issues, and it's like, I really just cannot find a single negative, save for some nitpicks here and there, that I'm really not going to delve deep into. But I just want to tell you guys that Season 2 of Daredevil truly exemplifies what it means to be Daredevil. The conflict from within, the religious aspect, Punisher, Elektra, Stick, all that shit. The hand was amazing. The ninjas were fucking awesome! I never would have thought I'd see ninjas scaling Manhattan buildings, but now I have. But again, here's something that's going to come up. Spider-Man, that I'm always going to say nonstop. You cannot have all this happening and not have Spider-Man run into these heroes at one point in time. He will, and it's impossible for him not to know that this was happening because he lives in New York. But whatever, guys. Daredevil Season 2 is without a doubt one of the best fucking things Marvel has ever made. Still is. I absolutely love this show. I've binge-watched Season 1 and 2 with my little sister Elena, and I have to say this here now, I've never been happier. It's just so amazing. Karen's performance was fantastic. Foggy was fantastic. Matt, Elektra, Kingpin, and especially John Bernthal as the Punisher. Thank you, guys. I'm giving this Season 2 a 9 out of 10 because it is fantastic. And, my friends, I will see you later.